Hey nature lovers, it's been a while, but I'm back. Today we are going to be looking at these beautiful shells right here and talking about them because that's what we do. Um, so let's jump into it. These shells are textile cones or Conus textile. They belong to a group of snails that consist of about roughly around 500 species. These particular ones can be found in the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean in places like Australia's eastern coast, Hawaii, Africa, and other places in between. Textile cones are one of the most venomous creatures on the earth. Their venom is called conotoxin and is a very powerful toxin. Their venom has no antivenom, and so handling them is a very dangerous thing to do. These are, of course, just empty shells, so there is no threat in me handling them. However, if this did have an animal living inside of it, it would be a very foolish thing for me to be free handling, or handling them at all for that matter. The animal is armed with a harpoon that is connected to venom glands. The harpoon is basically a hollow tooth, and that harpoon is capable of penetrating gloves and wetsuits. The venom causes intense pain, swelling, muscle paralysis, and eventually breathing failure because what happens, or respiratory failure, as it's probably better known. What happens is because it paralyzes muscles, it attacks the diaphragm. And that's dangerous because, of course, you're not going to breathe if your diaphragm is paralyzed. It takes just a few microliters of this venom to do the job, and there's enough there to kill about 60 people. But there's also some speculation that they can actually kill as many as 700 humans, that is. But again, that is just a theory. It hasn't been proven. These animals should be avoided at all cost. Thankfully, this animal is nocturnal, so they hide during the day under the sand, under corals, or under rocks. Average length is around 3.5 inches, and these guys actually eat other mollusks, so they're going to be eating snails, and harpooning them again with that harpoon that comes out of the mouth. They may also eat fish and worms. These snails lay egg capsules that contain up to 500 to 700 eggs. Those eggs hatch after 16 to 17 days. After that, the larva will remain in the water column, or as pelagic organisms, for another 16 days before settling out and finding a place to live. And that is a little bit on the textile cone. See you next time.